Chauncey, second night of a back-to-back, you guys have a team that's coming in just as hot, just as tired. What was the difference between you guys tonight? Because it looked like a rock fight for basically 2.5 quarters.
Yeah, it was too. I thought that it would be that way. I knew both teams were going to be tired as heck, us coming in off that overtime game. And then you're just not physically tired in these situations. You're emotionally tired too, coming off of a game like last night. So I knew we were basically even on that, They was going to get into bed probably the same time our minds slowed down to get into bed last night. So there was no advantage there. And I just thought that if we guarded the first 8 seconds against them, we have our best chance. And we did that probably 75% of the time in the game. And I thought we just outlasted them. That's a really good team. They're tough to play against. You look at, Tumani's performance tonight against Hallie. And he didn't even get a chance to shoot enough shots. I thought anytime we can go 4 quarters without giving up a 30-point quarter, it's a pretty special night, especially against an incredible offensive team like this. So, DA, just where our team is at, it's one of the things, and I just told DA this, but him picking up those 4 fouls, went to him at the half, said, you're right, I want to start Rob, so you're not out there playing timid and we giving up baskets. This is a really, really important part of the game. And, man, he was, no problem, Coach. Let's do it. Rob's ready. And that's just amazing. It just lets you know where we are, as a team and where he is as a teammate. So I thought that was a big part. And all of the guards I thought were exceptional tonight. Scoot, Ant, Shaden, all of them were really, really good. Jeremy hit some big, big baskets for us. So, again, we did it together.
Could you have imagined, though, that type of defensive performance against this team that averages 116 a night? Did your team surprise you a little bit?
Well, yeah. You don't expect for them to not score 90 points. They at least get up 35, 43s. They only got up 24. But quite frankly, they weren't open. We made a ton of extra efforts to try to get them off of the line. And more importantly, before that, we tried our best to keep them out of the paint, which obviously gets you those open 3-point shots. We did a pretty good job of that. But the defense has really been humming, man. It really has. But you don't expect to hold a big-time offensive team to 90 points, 89 points. No, you don't expect that.
Coach, last night, obviously, DeAndre had some big rebounds that helped you guys win that game. It seemed like in the fourth quarter, Scoot had those 2 offensive rebounds, got Ant that floater. That really seemed like that was almost kind of when you guys were able to pull away at that point.
Yeah, because it was tough the whole way. It really was. And then we come out, and I thought we had a tough start to the fourth quarter, which is why I called that quick timeout. Just try to get us back together, and let us know this game is so far from being over, and it took all the way until, obviously pulled the starters out of the game. It was leads like this that are 10, 12 points, they go away so fast in the NBA. But the way our defense is humming, when teams are playing against us, at least in particular now, that lead probably feels like a 20-something point lead. It's been tough to score on us.
You ever seen that many lobs in a game? It felt like half of the assists that you guys had were like.
Yeah, I know. It was a lot. Especially at the end, But, yeah, we had a ton of them, and we look for that. We work on that. We feel like we're a pretty athletic team, and we're always trying to find ways to score. So I'm just happy that the guys they're so unselfish that they're actually looking for that.
You've beat the drum of wanting to be the team that other teams hate playing against. Do you feel like you've reached into that? Because you got DA tonight chirping at Nemhard. You had 2 going at Miles. You had Shaden going at Matherin. It's not just one guy. You've got multiple guys that are getting into it.
I do, and that's been my vision the entire time. Is I want to be that team that nobody wants to play against. Even when you come in and play well and win, you have to fight so hard for that win. You have to go earn that, and that's where I want us to be. At all times, home or on the road. I want teams to earn their keep against us, and we're doing that. right now. You know, we've been pretty good at it.
You guys have had huge nights from Denny and/or Ayton. Most of this stretch, they struggled offensively tonight, but clearly did other things. But what does it say about the rest of the team that sort of filled that void?
Yeah, and I think that's one of the reasons why we've played so well, to be honest with you, Aaron, because you can't just gear up to guard one or two people on our team. You know, we got so many people going every single night. You never know. It's going to be 2 or 3 or 4 guys, you know, that are getting these 17s, 18s, 20. That makes you really difficult to guard. You know, teams that we play against, and we can't just lock in on 2 or 3 people. That's the reason why this team, the Pacers, are really difficult to guard, because you just never know. That ball is popping and it's moving, and they're moving bodies, they're moving the basketball, and make you very difficult to lock into. And that's kind of how we've played. You know, when we've been able to get stops, and tonight, you know, we go plus 12 on the glass, which is a really, really big thing that we've been trying to key in on. When we can get stops and get rebounds, man, we can get out there and make it difficult for people. So that's kind of the key for us.